Okay. So after that happened, I see what it was. I see the corruption for what it was. I'm one person. It's so much I can do. Now I'm gonna hold them accountable to the best of my ability, but I'm aware of my limited I had mouths to feed, so I did what I needed to do. Anytime they did something, I was holding them accountable, but I was kind of like, I just want to do my bid. I had the mindset of, I'm gonna just do my bid, get out of here. My child was sickly, I'm dealing with a lot. Now, when you have FMLA is family medical leave. When you have family medical leave, you could take off of work for somebody having a baby. You have a family member with a health issue. You could take off work and not be written up. And there's two ways to do it. Number one, you could take that year off and just take the whole year off and come back within a year. Or you can take time. It's called intermittent leave. You may not need a whole year. When my daughter, when she would have her issues, sometimes it'd be a week. It'll be 3 days. It won't be the whole week. So I'll just take those 3 days and I'll use that for FMLA time. And, you can't write me up or anything. So I was very cautious about my time. My time wasn't my own. We all know that as mothers, when you have kids or family, it ain't about you anymore. It's about them. So I was very, cautious when it comes to my time and things like that. So that's 2015. Suspended. I was suspended in May 2015 for Memorial Day. I think it was before Memorial Day or after they came to me and said, we don't want to see you till July 8th. When I tell you that break was much needed, I knew what I was going to do. But I didn't think I would take it this far. Now, before then, I got a right to sue letter. The way I believe I got my right to sue letter December of 2014. The way it works is you have to file your lawsuit within 90 days of getting that letter. If you don't file your lawsuit within 90 days of getting that letter, you can't sue. I could not find an attorney to take my case. I did not know how to do, again, criminal. I like criminal law. I was a probation officer with people who are accused of crime. So I was used to that. But the civil side of it, I wasn't necessarily used to it. But I got used to it. Because I knew one thing about the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. When I knew certain things for sure, after I was illegally suspended from my job for 30 days for departmental charges that I was not guilty of, that I did not commit, and I seen the assistant criminal division manager being allowed to resign from her position instead of being brought up on departmental charges, I knew, like I was saying, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So me seeing for what it was, I was just going to do what I needed to do. Now, I had my right to sue letter. I didn't file the lawsuit within 90 days. So I lost my right to sue for those instances. But I took in my mind, if they come at me again, and I'm not saying I wanted them to, I'm just saying I ain't no fool. I was going to be prepared. This time, I'm not prepared. You caught me off guard. You got that. You know what? You got that. If you come at me again, baby, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to handle my scandal. And we going to make it do what it do. Now, I didn't want them to. Because again, I'm no fool. This is an entire branch of government. Let's be clear. We all know there are three branches of government. The executive, the legislative, and the judicial. I am suing an entire branch of government in federal and state court at the same time. My case is airtight. I didn't want this. They wanted me to sue them. They were begging me because how they were violating my rights. It was out in the open. They wasn't discriminating. They wasn't being nice. They was just like, we don't care about you. We're going to crush you. They wanted this. So they got what they asked for. I'm not complaining. But I thought that they may have come before I retired. I thought that they may have tried to do something. And if they did try, I was going to be ready. So, they was, I was at work, minding my business, taking care of my children, trying to pay my, literally, like, I'm in counseling. I don't want to even sit here and act like it was a good time. No. I was on high blood pressure medication. My doctor office was around the corner from my job. I went to the doctor one time, my blood pressure and my medical record. This is the beauty about this situation. All these things are facts. You can get my medical records for court, which you will do because we have court. I went to the doctor. My blood pressure was 200 and something over 100 and something. That's a fact. That's how this place stressed. Everything you did was you couldn't do it right. The nitpicking, the nitty gritty. And again, I filed a complaint against the manager, the criminal division manager. I filed a complaint against the trial court administrator for violating my rights. I was filing a complaint against everybody. And my thing was, I didn't lie on these people. They did what I accused them of doing. It was the union president wrote a statement what I'm saying is true. They still didn't rule in my favor, even though what I'm saying is a violation of their policy. The trial court administrator of the New Jersey Judiciary in Middlesex County, who wrote the pre-sentence report for Asana Shakur, told me that I cannot report being bullied or harassed unless I had a witness. That's against policy. If somebody's bullying, harassing me, threatening violence against me, you can't tell me that I can't report it unless I have a witness present. They said this in front of the union. The union agreed. It came back that he didn't mean it. So I see how they were going to do everything I hold accountable. Now, again, in every situation, they were guilty of not following the policy. I was being bullied and harassed. They never investigated it. Every time I reported something within minutes, I wouldn't even say days, they investigated the complaint and it was not guilty. How convenient. And this is the courts. And this is the beauty of this whole situation. I don't think people understand the significance of my case. This is the agency responsible for making sure that investigations, when people are charged with the court, our cases are being investigated. And they want me to be confidential and be quiet about what. Really? You don't want me to tell anybody how y'all conduct investigations against your own employees? I'm talking about like, I'm so heated dealing with these kids. So anyway, basically, okay. So like I said, this kid's driving you crazy. Basically, me seeing what it was. So it's like me seeing the head and I was writing up the head people. I didn't discriminate with who I wrote up. I wrote up anybody who did what they did. If it was a policy, you didn't follow it, I wrote you up. According to the policy, that's what I was supposed to do. So I believe, don't tell me you are responsible to report all incidents or rumors of incidents. If you see somebody violating the policy, you got to report it. So you get mad at me, and this is what the problem was. They were mad at me because I was reporting them for everything they did. That's what it was. I was writing up the wrong ones. I was supposed to write up or shut my mouth. But if I see you committing a crime against me, fraud, witness tampering, official misconduct, do you understand when you fill out paperwork for the court, you take an oath, police officers, I cannot lie in a police report. If you bringing me up on departmental charges, you cannot bring me up on departmental charges because you don't like me. You cannot do that. This is the court. They're responsible for making sure that if the police bring you up on charges, that your rights are not violated. They can't even do that to their own employees. And I'm supposed to sit there and see what you're doing and just be like, nah, you good. I'm not supposed to tell anybody or say anything about anything that's happening. I don't know who they think that I'm supposed to be. I don't understand how could another person be silent about this treatment, but I ain't the one. I don't know. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all can say I look like Whoopi Goldberg, whoever. They done lost their ever-loving mind if they think that I'm going to see this corruption, see this double standard, see this treatment, and this is the court that's supposed to make sure that when the police come with charges, that you're not just charging and throwing anybody in jail for charges they didn't even commit. You're supposed to be making sure that it's just, but you're not even a just organization or agency. No, I'm singing it like Toni Braxton. I'm telling everybody and their mama what y'all doing. Because at the end of the day, now that you fired me, it's my responsibility to hold you accountable. I'm a tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. I'm going to tell everybody, you got to keep it confidential. You can't talk about who. Keep what confidential? Y'all crimes? Why? And I don't know. The fact that they think that I'm going to be quiet about it. No, I wrote a book about it. Absolutely wrote a book. Absolutely did 2 documentaries on it. I refuse to be silenced about anything that was done to me. We're going to 10. I think. I don't even know if it's 9 or 10. Hold